Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm DeAndre.
I'm Devonta.
And this is Dre and Jay. And we're here today for our CBM talk that we do where we discuss things Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and just any other, pop culture films. So we got to start out with the big news that occurred over the past day. And it was Ezra Miller's arrest. And no, we're not talking about the first one. He got in another incident. Let me pull it up, man, because this is... this brother's tripping. So, I have this article pulled up from Variety. Ezra Miller arrested for assault in Hawaii weeks after first arrest. Ezra Miller has been arrested for second-degree assault in Hawaii less than 4 weeks after The Flash. And Fantastic Beasts star was arrested for disorderly conduct and harassment in Hilo, Hawaii. Miller was arrested early Tuesday morning after an incident at a private residence in Pahoa. Patrol officers responded to a report of an assault that occurred at a get-together in the Leilani Estate subdivision in Lower Puna. According to Hawaii Police Department, Miller allegedly became irate after being asked to leave and threw a chair, striking a 26-year-old woman on the forehead and resulting in an approximate half-inch cut. The woman refused treatment for the injury. And then shortly after, Miller was arrested. This comes a month after his first arrest, which was March 28th, when officers responded to a report of a disorderly bar patron where Miller had become unruly and yelled obscenities while other patrons sang karaoke. Miller grabbed the microphone from a woman singing and lunged at a man playing darts. After being arrested that time and charged with disorderly conduct and harassment, Miller paid the $500 bail and was released from custody. And a Hawaiian couple ended up filing a restraining order against Miller the day after the first arrest. The restraining order claimed Miller burst into the couple's bedroom and threatened them, and Miller allegedly stole some of the couple's belongings, including a passport and wallet. A judge dismissed the order on April 13th at the request of the couple. So, yeah, I'm sorry, bro, but Warner Brothers got to get rid of this man. Ezra Miller, I'm sorry. He needs help, man. Seriously, from his friends, his family. Like, first thing, they need to get him the fuck out of Hawaii because, obviously, like, I don't know, shit's just, it's too much, man. Let me turn on the fan in here because, I don't know, you feeling hot?
No, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm over here burning up shit. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. But, yeah, man, and this goes out to, like, the new regime of Warner Brothers. You know how they had the Warner Brothers Discovery Warner merger? If you really want to make a statement claiming that, hey, this is a different Warner Brothers, this is different people in charge, you got to cut Ezra Miller loose and let him go. Like, especially with the way Warner Brothers has handled things in the past with some of their actors and actresses and some of their behavior, and not even actors and actresses, but directors, producers, anyone in that regard and their behavior, and how they've been able to stay on. They really got to make a statement with this one. And yeah, man, this shit is kind of disturbing, bro. Just seeing it, especially after he got arrested the first time, you're thinking, man. Because not even this, because this isn't even the first thing, the shit that happened in Hawaii. A year ago, remember he had that incident where he choked someone on video, and that was kind of swept under the rug. So it's a crazy situation for Ezra Miller, man. But like, I hope he gets the help he deserves. Like, I hope he gets help, but also, I think it's best that they move on, because I don't know what the hell's happening. Maybe he's trying to. Maybe he just doesn't want the Flash movie to come out, and he's just like, fuck it, let me tarnish this movie by getting arrested several times. I don't know, but it's crazy.
No, I agree with you. Said. I think he's made a lot of good points. I don't think he's gonna be gone though. The fact that he hasn't been fired yet kind of says I don't think they're gonna fire. They haven't fired him yet after this second assault charge or whatever it's gonna be. So yeah, but definitely everything you said was on point. I can't really add too much more to it. I think there's been signs with Ezra Miller that he just sometimes I'm not trying to diagnose him or anything like that. He just has some moments where he isn't rational. So hopefully he's able to, get some help or something like that. But I definitely agree with you. So I think you made some great points. So you pretty much nailed on the head.
Yeah.
So
I will say this though, Flash. Where do you think this leaves the Flash movie though?
The same place you've been. Just keep pushing it back.
But the thing is, it's like it's crazy because of how Warner Brothers and their plan. If you want to, reset the DC universe, the Flash movie was supposedly your opportunity, your chance. So the fact that you keep pushing it back, it's like you're delaying.
Also, with the old regime, it might be they might have a new plan. They might say, it's screw it, just start with something new.
At this point, I'm like, man, hey, how much of that Flash film is really like complete? Because we just don't say.
No, it's bad problems. I had the director thing at first. It's been a problem. I think honestly, this new regime possibly come and just say,
I'm just gonna cancel the movie.
I mean, yeah, cancel. You could say like we're gonna go a different direction. It's gonna come out and it'll be what it is, but it's not here to reset. We're not using this to reset anything. We're not gonna rely on it to reset anything. We're gonna start over. You know what I mean? I think.
But then you're just basically putting a random Flash movie out there just for what?
I mean, you can just throw it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Call it a day. I mean, I should do Zack Snyder stuff. You just do it on HBO Max. Say, hey, people here, you can watch it. So I think that's the route I would go. And just start my reboot already. Or like when they come in, start their new regime and start their reboot or whatever they want to do, just say, hey, we're starting fresh. This is it. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to like use the Flash more not sneaky way, but like more like smooth way of transitioning. You know what I mean? So
right.
I definitely think that's how I would do it.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah. It's crazy, man. I don't know what the hell to make. I don't know what the hell to make of this situation.
It's right. That's pretty much everything. It's the same thing always goes on Warner Brothers, man. It's the same thing. It's always always hectic and chaotic.
I think we can all agree though that Ezra Miller gots to go. He's got to go.
Yeah, I mean he's not, I don't think he's good enough to where you're like we gotta put with this.
Yeah, so yeah. That's another thing.
If it was an actor like a Denzel Washington or something like that, like star and everyone loved the character, like Gal Gadot or something like that, then I think it'd be a different story. But the fact that this is a character that people like, but the actor that's playing the character hasn't been the most favorable to people, I think it's easier to let go and move on.
Yeah, so. And I've even like Josh Whedon's Flash, I didn't really like his that much, and then I liked Zack Snyder's Flash, but at the end of the day, it still wasn't a Flash where like, oh, I can only see Ezra Miller playing Flash. Like this is my Flash. No, I didn't grow attached to him like that. Like I usually do with a lot of other characters already after, one movie. So yeah, I think the fact that I'm still like his Flash, I guess, what's it called? His position as Flash, like it's not really like solidified. Like he's the Flash, because a lot of people actually still think the CW Grant Gustin is the better Flash, and a lot of people want him to replace Flash. Me, on the other hand, I probably would prefer they got some other actor. That way I wouldn't have to. That's
what I would always replace him with the CW guy.
Really?
Because it gives people some confidence and gives people a sense of comfort knowing that they have somebody they already know what that Flash is. So it gives them a sense of like, okay, like it's one less thing that you have to try to build trust upon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm Warner Bros, I need to get this fan base back. How do I do that? How do I do that the best way possible? Because I've given this fan base so many ups and downs and kept them in the dark for so long. If I give them the CW Flash that they all wanted, it's a good look for just like, I know people love that Flash, that character.
Right.
So it's good for the fans, stuff like that, and get that trust back. That we're fine at what we're doing. So yeah, but it's a crazy situation. I know Harry Potter just came out, or Fantastic Beasts just came out. He's in that too. So I don't think he's gonna hurt those numbers, nothing like that. But it's a crazy time. I wish him the best. But
those numbers are already hurted. Those numbers are already bad.
Fantastic Beasts?
Huh? Yeah, Fantastic Beasts. Well, I think because of the whole Johnny Depp thing, I'm not sure. I've heard bad more than
I heard it was pretty good. I people liked it.
Yeah, so it's weird, but we mentioned Warner Brothers, and I did mention the Discovery merger. So big news out of them actually. Warner Brothers Discovery is exploring an overhaul of DC Entertainment. So. The new owners of all things Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are exploring an overhaul of DC Entertainment, multiple sources close to the situation told Variety. It's been less than a week since Discovery closed its $43 billion deal for Warner Media, joining one of the largest producers of reality programming with one of the most venerable entertainment brands under the new moniker of Warner Brothers Discovery. David Zaslav, the CEO of the combined companies and top leadership, have been toying with the idea of turning DC into its own solidified content vertical, the sources said. The move would potentially affect DC feature film development in the Warner Brothers Pictures Group streaming series at Warner Brothers Television and the creative arm within DC proper, all in an effort to have the disparate elements more closely aligned in order to maximize the value of the superhero stable, one often seen as punching up against Marvel. Before the merger closed, Zaslav vetted candidates with experience in creating and nurturing blockbuster intellectual property with the goal of potentially finding someone to serve as a creative and strategic czar, similar to what Marvel has in Kevin Feige, or as me and Javante call him, Uncle Kev. One of those candidates included Emma Watts, a former top film executive at 20th Century Studios and Paramount, but it does not appear that Watts will take the job. One insider suggested that Zaslav was less interested in finding a creative guru and more eager to hire someone who had the type of business background needed to keep all the different factions at DC working more harmoniously. Insiders say that Zaslav believes that the success of the merger, one that has left the company highly leveraged, will rest in no small part on unlocking the full potential of the DC Comics universe of characters. Discovery insiders believe that although DC has achieved cinematic success with recent films such as Aquaman and The Batman, it lacks a coherent creative and brand strategy. Discovery believes that several top-shelf characters such as Superman have been left to languish and need to be revitalized. They also believe that projects like Todd Phillips' Joker are a shining example of how second-build characters from the DC library can and should be exploited. Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn is another example. Let me make sure. I don't want to read too much. The company believes that DC must do more to grow its approach to comic book fare, including bolstering gaming under Walter Hamada, who took over DC Films from John Berg and Jeff Johns in 2018. The unit has achieved more consistency in terms of both the critical and commercial reception to the company's movies. He is under contract until the end of 2023 and could play an important role in whatever Zaslav has planned. So yeah, there's that from Warner Brothers Discovery. And
I mean, that's pretty much what we've been saying on this channel for the longest time about somebody needs to be organized. Now you need to fight somebody that's going to organize and have a plan. Mm-hmm. I think that's the biggest problem with DC, and I still see in that article it's still the same thing. It's not like they still don't know yet. That the biggest problem with DC so far has been it's all over the place. There's no set plan. Like, look at Kevin Feige. He has a plan of how he wants to move when it comes to movies and the way he wants to make and what he thinks needs to come next, and how things need to connect and stuff like that. The DC hasn't done that. They've given you just random things that, people might like. They've been throwing stuff out there and seeing what sticks and then going with that. We shouldn't have had a Suicide Squad movie. We shouldn't have had that Birds of Prey. You shouldn't have that Peacemaker show. You got the Peacemaker show, but that should be laying on the road with that whole Suicide Squad and stuff like that. But there's a lot of things that they've done that you look at, you're like, this doesn't make sense. There's no direction.
Well, I don't know. I'll say over the past year, at least.
There's still no direction.
Hold on. But over the past year or two, I can at least say that we've had a consistent run of good DC media coming out, whether it's shows or movies.
So that's not consistent, though. That's a bunch of just random
you're
stuff.
Right,
you can say it's good content, but it's all random. It doesn't make no sense.
You're right. But I would, trust me, I think DC would love to have a cinematic universe. I would love to see that. However, I do kind of like the way it's going with some of its solo properties, and the fact that that's what I kind of prefer over Marvel is the fact that they have that individuality as far as storytelling, where they can tell these stories without having to worry about, how does this connect to this person's story? And
but we see Marvel do that same thing. They have stories that are their own story, but they're still part of this universe, but they tie in their own story. Black Panther has no connection to nothing else, just its own story. There's plenty of Marvel films that have done their own story that don't Shang-Chi, they don't tie to anything else.
But I'm saying, as far as some characters, whether they're allowed to use certain characters and whatnot, it allows more creative freedom for most directors. And I do want a cinematic universe. I do, and if I had a person to hire for, the head of that department in that Kevin Feige role, I would choose a person like Bruce Timm. I know, recently he had that Batman Killing Joke movie, which a lot of people debate about that and how, the Bruce Barber thing. But besides that, Bruce Timm had a really good, consistent run running DC animation. And as far as the storytelling and how connecting that, I think Jay Oliva is solid too. He's a guy who's been involved a lot with the New 52 in their animated movies as well. So I just think those would be some good choices. And if I was them, I wouldn't say restore the Snyderverse, but as far as like bringing a lot of those characters back and still keeping up with that story, because I mean we do still have, like, Zack Snyder still presented the cinematic universe. It's still there. It's still available.
See,
there's nothing in that was really tarnished to a point where we can't work on this.
With that though, you're basically not restarting. You're basically taking something that's already been done, is going back to what's already been done and just trying to add on to it. If you want a real fresh reboot, you need to start from fresh.
No, I think he meant in my opinion, I think when he meant reboot, I think he most likely meant the people behind said projects.
Who, an article?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just.
Well, I'm looking at, like, if somebody's taking over that, if they want somebody to come in and run the show, they're expecting them to come in with their own mentality, what they want to do, not what already has been done, and just take on from. I think they get somebody to come run the whole thing and really run like a Kevin Feige type of role. They're gonna give them all the control to be able to make the decisions. I think that's what they need to do. You can't be telling them, "Hey, we still want this Zack Snyder stuff out. We want another Harley Quinn movie." You can't do that.
Well, no, because I liked how they were doing with the end in a way. Like, the only thing that I didn't like how the Flash.
Go ahead.
But I didn't like how the Flash movie was gonna, like, hey, we're deleting all this Snyderverse shit and all that. And getting rid of certain characters. But I did like the fact that we were talking about multiverse and having different alternate Earths where you can have a lot of these different characters. So, like, let's say if I had Bruce Timm or somebody come in and they kept most of these characters from the DCEU, continued that, fleshed that out, had better writers, and then I have my own separate alternate, universes, multiverses, different Earths, where I have the Batman and all these other projects take place. Joker, is in another universe. So I think that would be something I would be more interested in. If I, as a viewer.
So you want your own separate little Batman universe, and you want, like, actual thing going on.
Yeah.
You could do that. You got the Batman separate its own thing, and then have this over here.
Yeah.
But I still want something fresh. I wouldn't want no Zack Snyder. That Zack Snyder stuff's already been made.
Really?
I want fresh start. I want if I'm coming in as the creative head to overrun this, I want complete control of what I want to do. I don't want already have me. I don't want to have been placed in a situation where I have a Batman that's older. I have a Superman that's already been established in this certain type of way. I already have my Wonder Woman. I wouldn't want that. I want a fresh start of these characters, like a fresh reboot of what I want to do. If I'm overseeing the whole thing.
Okay. I mean, I don't know, because I've heard reports that the CEO, the David Zasloff, he liked the Snyder cut and all that. Like, he was all for it. So
that's
I don't
fine.
know.
But I mean, I'm just saying, if you're trying, say what I'm saying, Warner Bros. Doesn't know what they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. If you really want somebody to come in there and be a creative head and take over and really put this shit into place, like Kevin Feige did at Marvel.
But my thing
you
is,
have to give them control.
But my thing is, what if the person I'm putting in control favors what the DCEU had with most of these characters?
Dude, that's how I might want to put Zack Snyder in the fucking head of control of creative content.
Yeah, that's not a bad option either.
No, because then you're still stuck. Then we're still stuck at the same thing we've been had. It's not rebooting anything.
Mm-hmm. But
it's not restart. It's not restarting because I'm still putting the same kind of content out there.
Yeah.
The problem right now is the thing about Zack Snyder was part of Suicide Squad. He helped with that shit. The first one.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is there's other shit that needs to be done. Green Lantern needs to be done. Martian Manhunter. There's other characters that need to be done beforehand before I do Suicide Squad. Sorry. And the other Suicide Squad, all this other stuff. I need to make sure I get the main stuff down first. And that's the thing. Like, DC has all their properties. It ain't like they have properties that are different places that they can't use. They have all their properties. Mm-hmm. So there's no excuse why you can't start from scratch. Have your Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, and or you even want to use Aquaman, you take Aquaman out. It's a Flash, Cyborg, or Hawkgirl, something like that. Like, you can make a team right there over time and build off of that. Justice League has also changed. The Justice League also changed out in and out a lot more. So you can always bring guys in, bring people out, you know what I mean, like stuff like that. So I'm saying, like, there's a lot that you can do with the DC universe if you just do it right.
Right. Well, I mean, it is what it is. I will say though, like, I feel happy about either way how they proceed, because it just, I don't know, it just feels different though. At least they actually stated, hey, Superman's an important character. We actually got to establish him and bring him, we can't have him on the shelf. So I like that already. I do think these guys...
Superman gotta be utilized, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I do think these guys will be better. I mean, And if they did the restore the Snyderverse, fine with me. I do have a problem with people saying, "Oh, make the Bat flick film." I think people just need to get this through their head that Ben Affleck is done, man. Like, he's moved on.
I think Henry Cavill's done.
He doesn't want to come back. Henry Cavill.
Bro, Henry Cavill literally is starring as The Witcher now. He has a prominent role. He's a star in that. I think this is just too much, like, nonsense. Think about it, he was also, first off, he got a lot of hate for his role in Superman. Some people either you love him or you hate him. Mm-hmm. There was really no in-between.
Okay.
Second off, I think the man...
But even he said that he wants a different, like, story, like, a different script where... he wants the more joyful Superman and shit. And plus, come on, man.
He wants joyful Superman, huh?
I guess. And like, I don't want to see a reboot of Superman and shit. Like,
what? It's been 10 years since that movie came... about 10 years since that movie came out. It's 9 years. Almost 10 years from that movie. Still. Almost... It's about... By the time... Well, there ain't no announcements coming. Okay. It's going to be 10 years between that film and now. Man. At that point, it's a reboot time. Both people reboot at that time. But if you've been 10 years without a film, we're rebooting.
No, we are not.
What has been done ever? So I made a Batman back in 2013, and now I want to make a sequel. You'd be like, bro, we are like.
I'm telling you, there are a lot of Man of Steel fans.
I'm not saying it's a lot of Man of Steel fans. I'm not saying it can't be Man of Steel. But what I'm saying is, though, the timeline for Man of Steel 2 it's 10 years later, bro.
Okay.
Time has flown.
Okay.
And there has been no talk about bringing him back. You had a bet with me for the end of the year about like making some about. You had a bet with me about they're gonna announce Man of Steel 2.
I didn't say
and you on the verge.
I didn't say all that. I said
you did say that. Remember
I said Henry Cavill would come back as Superman.
Okay, I mean to do that, they have to have a movie.
You don't know.
So next year, you're gonna go make some money.
Movie. What if he's in Black Adam? What if he's in Shazam?
He's not coming in Black Adam.
I know. Who knows, motherfucker? Who knows? God damn it,
bro! If you think Henry Cavill's coming back in the Warner Bros. thing, I don't think that's happening.
Either way. But yeah, hey, credit to David Zaslav. You know
that movie came out when I graduated high school, bro.
Okay. I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah. Now where you at now? You graduated and everything.
Don't give a fuck. Still want it. We still want it.
Let me know
down below if you still want it.
I'm not saying y'all don't want it because you love that movie. That's your favorite superhero movie. So you're a little biased because that's your favorite superhero movie. So you're biased towards it. It could be 20 years from now. You're still gonna want the shit. Mm-hmm. You're biased. But my point is, realistically, 10 years apart, no film made at the 10 years later tells you
don't matter.
They're starting over.
Still want it. And the only reason why they waited 10 years is because they had the studio that interfered, and they're like, oh, we don't like. Their plan was to move on from Superman.
They want to reboot the shit.
Now the people want Superman back. So who knows if they bring Henry Cavill back?
But
at the end of the day, this gives me hope though that Henry Cavill actually can come back.
We're just 4 months away from people talking about J.J. Abrams making his own Superman.
Nobody wants that goddamn.
I'm not saying no. I'm saying weren't we just 4 months away from them talking about J.J. Abrams making his own Superman?
Yeah.
Okay, so my point is, it seems like everybody wants to reboot and start with a fresh Superman.
Oh my god.
That's all I'm saying.
That's how you feel.
That's how I'm feeling. That's what they're saying. Mm-hmm. Why would you come with J.J. Abrams? You're talking about making a Superman. Why would J.J. Abrams be talking about?
Yeah, if he does Val Zod or some shit, sure. But I think Michael B. Jordan is doing that or something like that.
Okay, so J.J. Abrams come on to do a Superman.
Yeah, he's doing his Black Clark Kent, and come on now, nobody wants that shit.
I don't want it, but I'm saying though, the fact that they're over here thinking about this kind of stuff, instead of going out to Henry Cavill and saying, "Hey, Henry Cavill, you want to come and make good Superman?"
Who do we know? How do we know, motherfucker?
Because they're talking about making other Supermans.
Okay.
And they're talking about making Supergirl be the lead now. What you talking about? So basically, everything you're saying is that.
Jonathan, you're not hearing me. That was the old fucking regime, nigga. This is a new regime.
Mm-hmm. So you guys tell me that Supergirl movie ain't coming out no more, or a Supergirl show?
There was no Supergirl show.
The Batgirl,
Supergirl was coming. Supergirl was coming in the Flash.
Okay, you don't think that's happening no more?
Well, shit. With Ezra Miller, shit, we don't know now.
We'll see. I don't think Henry Cavill's coming back.
Either way, shout out to my boy David Zaslav. He came in, bruh. Guns blazing, walked in that damn room, and Sarandon in one corner, and all the motherfuckers that were tearing Warner Brothers down and DC down for their Warner Brother bullshit. He walked in there, said, him, her, him, her, bodies, and fired every single one of them, and I approve of that. So thank you. And I think Walter Amada, his ass got demoted. He down in records now. That's what he doing. But
the problem is just motherfuckers all over the place, but nobody has an idea what they really want to do. They don't know if they really want to truly go through the restart process. I think DC fans just all over the place. Like nobody know what the fuck they really want either.
I tell you what we want. We want a Man of Steel 2.
Okay, so you want Zack Snyder's verse back?
I wouldn't say. I never even said all that.
You want Man of Steel 2? Who that shit belong to, my nigga?
Yes, it belonged to Zack Snyder.
Okay, then so you want Zack Snyder back?
I didn't say that.
How can you have Man of Steel 2 without Zack Snyder?
So you telling me there hasn't been different directors doing different movies before?
No, you didn't say you want Superman. You said you want Man of Steel 2.
Yes, Negro. That's a sequel to Man of Steel.
Who created Man of Steel?
Zack Snyder.
Okay, so you would want Zack Snyder back.
If they had a different director, I wouldn't mind having a fucking different
J.J.
director.
Abrams, come on.
To do Man of Steel 2?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it. If you do it right. As long as he keeps Henry Cavill and continues with that story.
That's what, okay, so basically you want Zack Snyder shit.
No, nigga, you know what I mean.
You said continue the story. They
Yes, of course.
That's Zack Snyder shit.
As far as what you do now, it's on you. That's your decision.
No, it's not, because you said you want to continue the story that's already been created.
Yes, motherfucker. That's what a sequel is. It's continuing a story.
Usually we have a sequel with the same director, do you not? Or somebody who has the same vision as that director, right?
Yes! So I hire someone who has the same sort of vision as that director, but also kind of leaves a lot of some of that shit that Zack Snyder had, especially, when...
Bro, how often... That's rare that shit happens where somebody takes over a project and has the same type of vision as somebody else.
Okay.
That shit doesn't happen like that.
Okay.
That's why usually...
Actually, it happened multiple times.
When?
Star Wars 1.
George Lucas overseeing. You're not having Zack Snyder oversee anything. George Lucas was still overseeing the project. He was directing it. He was overseeing it.
Okay, what if I hired Christopher Nolan to oversee it? Because Christopher Nolan oversaw Man of Steel.
You got Christopher Nolan. Yeah, but you think Christopher Nolan wants to come in and do a damn Superman film? I think he's done with that Superman.
He's not directing. Shit. I didn't say direct. I said oversee it.
I mean, but you can't oversee it, but still, as a director, I'm still gonna want some control of what I want to do. That's what I'm saying. Unless Christopher Nolan's coming and directing it, I still want control of what I'm doing. If I'm the director, I still want to be able to have my say.
Hey, give me Denny Villeneuve.
You mother shit on fucking Josh Whedon all the time because that man came in and had to do something. He did his own vision, and y'all shit on him.
His own vision?
He did.
Oh, Javante, that was not his own vision.
It was his own thought. What he wanted to do.
No, that movie was basically Zack Snyder's Justice League cut in half. Steppenwolf altered
with Josh Whedon's vision.
Yeah, and that's terrible.
You can't say that's terrible.
It's terrible.
You can't say that because it's not his. You're talking about a guy You're talking about a guy coming in doing a movie that wasn't his movie to begin with, not his universe. Come in and do a 1-part film and try to create something that you already had seen with Zack Snyder. He came with his own mindset. He's not Zack Snyder. Different directors.
But my guy.
So you can't be mad at him saying, "Oh, movie's ass," and blame him because he brought a different vision.
My guy. Even if Zack Snyder was never attached to this shit, if he put out that Justice League movie, it still is ass.
Because of what's been built up already.
Steppenwolf, terrible.
Because of what has been built up with Zack Snyder's two other films.
All them jokes, them MCU humor jokes that he threw in there.
Zack Snyder also had already built up 2 other films. If you say no Zack Snyder at all, take it all out. Josh Whedon does Man of Steel, Josh Whedon does BVSD, does Justice League. It's probably that bad at you.
Javante, I don't even know, man, because Josh Whedon...
Stop, nigga. It's just because Josh Whedon did the third one. It's like Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson ain't a bad director. The problem is he came into the middle of a fucking Star Wars movie that he shouldn't have been doing, and people shit on because it wasn't the vision that we all thought was coming because of what was already built up. Same with Ryan Johnson. Same exact shit.
Okay, my guy. But yeah, make Man of Steel 2. Next up, let's talk some more about the Thor Love and Thunder trailer. If you want to see our reaction, be sure to go see it, watch it. So yeah, trailer thoughts. You want to go first?
I don't have much to add to. I mean, it looked cool. Thought the visuals look amazing. I saw that it had the most views of like one of the highest view counts for a trailer, so that's dope to see. Mm-hmm. Not surprising because everyone loves Thor and it's MCU, so everyone's gonna be all into it. But I thought overall it looked cool, man. It didn't be solid. I liked the Natalie Portman post that came out today. I'm curious what's going to do. I'm curious about the characters like Natalie Portman, see what their storylines they're going to go with.
I heard they're going with the cancer story.
Well, that's kind of sad, but that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's what they plan on doing, man. Marvel kind of has that kind of leash now where they got a leash that we allow, we're cool with anything because we trust them. So, as far as trailers, we go into it with a clear mind, clear thoughts, and, thinking the best. So, go.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, same here. Visually, looked good. There was just that one shot. I have it on my the thumbnail for the reaction video where I was like, you know what, this kind of looks like a little weird. But besides that, looked solid. I love the music that they had going with it. It definitely, and I even seen the poster, like it even gave me that kind of Flash Gordon vibe. Mm-hmm. Like when I saw it, I was like, oh, Flash Gordon, He-Man, it's like something like that.
Yeah.
I also can't wait to see Gore the God Butcher. I'm not a big fan of his design, but I'm excited to see Christian Bale play him. And
he probably get Thor on retirement.
Yeah,
but
and I know that I saw that scene with like Russell Crowe as Zeus, and there's that room full of gods, and I'm like, please let that be in the beginning where the God Butcher just comes in and just starts murking everybody in that fucking room, because that would be something. That would be awesome to see. But yeah, I mean, looks solid. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I mean, I am too, man. I mean, honestly, I think it's been a great time for Marvel with Doctor Strange coming out, and then you got Thor, King Valkyrie. It's gonna be interesting to see King Valkyrie. Yeah, man, I'm just curious to see where they go with it, because I think this is also gonna be the last Thor movie, maybe. It just seems like this would be it, because it seemed like, well, based off the trailer, it seemed like Thor was pretty much ready to retire anyway. So I'll be surprised this is the last one for him. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I really see them doing a 5th movie for him, but I'm gonna rock with it, man. I mean, I think we all finally got to the point where we actually like the Thor movies. I know at first a lot of people didn't like the early Thor movies. So I'm glad to see Thor is popular now. People really like the character as this version, like more humorous and stuff like that. And, so.
Yeah.
You can see.
Yep.
I'm good.
Moving on with further Marvel news, we have Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. So apparently, according to the direct, Namor is going to be the main villain in the movie. I heard apparently the movie, most of it is going to be in Atlantis, or not most of it, but like, let me see. Atlantis is going to play a key part in the sequel. Namor, played by Tenoch Huerta, is playing Namor, the antagonist of the movie, and yeah, so curious how that conflict will go. I know the Dominique Thorne's Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, is also going to appear in the movie. Apparently, a rumor is the cause of the whole conflict in the first place was recently due to Riri Williams' Ironheart character. An invention of hers is reportedly set to spark the conflict between the two nations. Huh. Okay. Interesting. How do you feel about Namor being the villain?
I like the actor they got. I like him. If you ever watch Narcos Mexico, he's in there, and he's great in there. So I was excited when I saw that he was the one that got casted for Namor. I think Namor's an interesting character. I don't really look at him as a villain completely. I think he's just doing things for his own people and stuff like that. So I think it's an interesting character, especially in Black Panther, where it's more always been a more political storyline, with being a ruler and leader and about countries and all kind of stuff. So I think it gives you the same thing. It gives you an idea of like, okay, to you he might be the villain, but in his perspective, he's trying to do this for his people. So I think it's always a good thing when you have a villain that's very that you can see his point of view and see that he means good and stuff like that, and maybe good is coming from his side. I think it's always cool to have a villain like that. So I'm excited about it. I know Angela Bassett came out and said it's gonna be a great film, and I think they're gonna do a great film for Chadwick Boseman, and I trust in Ryan Coogler. So I think it's gonna be a good film. I think we're gonna all be shocked when it comes out. When we see the first trailer, we're all gonna be shocked, and I think we're all gonna be like, it actually was really good. I know a lot of people going to go into it with low expectations, so I'm excited about it.
Okay. I'm going to say hashtag recast T'Challa, but no. No, I mean, I agree with everything you just said about, that conflict of, you're not really going to expect him to be, like, playing this outright villain. It's kind of like this conflict and this clash between two kings. Well, a king and a queen, I guess we'll go with that for now, if Shuri is rumored to replace T'Challa. King and a queen who are both doing what's best for their countries. So I think there's going to be that important conflict to play out. Curious to see how... I mean, I know we said back then we were always curious to see how much screen time or how big of a role Ironheart was going to get in this film. And considering that if this holds true where, she ended up causing that conflict, and I'm pretty sure she'll probably be a bigger part in this movie than we expect. So yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. Hey, we'll see when the trailer comes out. I still don't agree with the killing off T'Challa. We'll see if they actually go through with that. I still hope that they leave kind of that room or that void for an attempt to recast him in the future, hopefully. But we'll see.
Yeah, I also want to y'all watch the cartoon, The Black Panther's Quest. It's on Disney Plus. They actually go through a lot. They actually spend a lot of time in Atlantis because Atlantis has they have that certain type of like I said before, political stance So they actually spent a lot of time in Atlantis and stuff like that. So I thought it was pretty interesting that I thought it was a good choice to go with that in this movie because Atlantis is a big part of Wakanda and what they do and like part of like, the history of Wakanda and like it's kind of like a long time like beef in a way, like a you don't come over here, we don't come over there kind of thing. But so interesting. I'm just curious how to see how they're gonna do it. I'm sure it's gonna be great. Ryan Coogler never disappoints, so I'm all for it.
All right, moving on. Further MCU news. Hawkeye and Moon Knight get disappointing Season 2 updates. So according to CBR.com, Disney all but confirms that both Moon Knight and Hawkeye will not return for a second season as both have been officially labeled as limited series. As reported by Variety, Marvel Studios is in the process of submitting its latest batch of Disney Plus series for a variety of Emmy awards. Similar to WandaVision, both Hawkeye and Moon Knight have been submitted for the limited series category, suggesting that the show will not continue into a season 2. So, yeah.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I thought Hawkeye was going to be done.
I mean, Moon Knight, I'm
not surprised.
I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I gotta see how the season ends. You know, because you never know, like how they end it. How they end it, you could be like, man, okay, I kind of need a season 2, or we should have a season 2. Because I don't. Do you think Moon Knight's gonna have any films?
I mean, I'm sure there'll time with Blade or stuff like that. I'm sure they'll time in with those kind of those things. The Sun, Midnight Suns, and stuff like that. I'm sure they'll have tie-ins. And Hawkeye, I knew Hawkeye. I thought that was straight just Christmas one-time thing. I thought, okay, that's done.
Although I'm a little disappointed in a way. Did I need a Hawkeye season 2 specifically based off season 1? No, but I still feel like even when watching Hawkeye, and I go back to it now, like I wish they would have focused some more on Hawkeye since, you know, Hawkeye doesn't have his own movie, so I would have thought the show would have gave him some of that spotlight.
It kind of does. Gives him the moment of like really. It makes him more like a. He has to learn how to he's like a master to her apprentice. He has to teach her the ways. Yeah. It also shows like the love the care he has for people still because he has to go out there and still protect her. Even though he could be home with his family, he's out to try and protect her and stuff like that to make sure she's all good. So
they made it a Kate Bishop show. Let's just
for sure because you're pushing her because she's the future.
Then why don't you call the show Kate Bishop?
Well, you need Hawkeye. Hawkeye got to teach her the ways and stuff like that. But still,
my thing is, bro, you could have.
What would you have done with just Hawkeye though?
I'm saying you could have literally made what's called a prequel prequel where it's Hawkeye before he joined the Avengers. How did he get into S.H.I.E.L.D.?
We won't want to see that.
I don't fucking know. You could give me Hawkeye during the snap.
But who would want to? I mean,
you telling me you don't want to see Ronan?
We saw Ronan in the show pretty much.
No,
we saw Ronan,
but we never got to see how he became Ronan.
What do you mean? He lost his kids and went and just started taking all the bad guys out. What do you mean? We saw him lose his kids.
But that sounds so simple. Yeah, you say it now, it sounds so simple. But at the end of the day, like, there's more to it. Like, was he when his kids got snapped away? Was it like, oh, quick action? Let me put on this suit. Let me go out.
Well, no, I think it was. I think they try to explain like he went through some like some down moments, and then he went out there and tried to save people.
So that's what I'm saying. But you should have done shit that focused on that.
I don't think you could make a whole series just him being Ronan. I think that at that point, what are you gonna do? Just have him just go around killing people?
Yes.
See, I don't think I pushed the character anywhere further. I mean, I've been cool, but does it push the character? I think this has finally given I think this show gave the character a conclusion, like peace. I think it gave him an ending.
Did it?
Yeah, because he's clear everything. He has his family. He's good. He got rid of the Ronin costume's gone, so everything's like that's just like it's like the Ronin costume being that burning that the Ronin costume was kind of like him saying like that part of me is over. That part of my life is over. I think this is kind of like the farewell.
My thing is.
If you do the Ronin thing,
I would have thought the Ronin thing ended immediately once your family got brought back and Tony Stark sacrificed himself to save the world. I would have thought Ronin was dead right then and there. I don't know why you needed it. If what you're saying is
he was dead then though, he was gone.
But you know what I mean, like for him to officially end the Ronin.
But then people have been saying, okay, what did he do after he went back from being Ronin? Where did he go to? And if you want to put Kate Bishop in the future, you had to bring Kate Bishop around, bring her along.
I get it. I'm just saying, I wish they would have focused.
And if it would have went to a prequel show, nobody would have wanted to see it. Think about Black Widow. Black Widow, people don't watch Black Widow because it's a prequel, and we already know her fate.
Yeah.
So that prequel stuff doesn't really work. So I think it worked out perfectly how they wanted to do it. I mean, do I enjoy the Hawkeye show like that? Not really. It's okay, but
you should have made it maybe.
And they also want to make the Christmas theme.
You should have made it 2 or 3 episodes longer. Had an episode actually dedicated, like focusing on Hawkeye, something like that. That would have made.
But you give scenes like that. Well, girl, the daughter saw him in there slicing up everybody in the warehouse.
That was about the girl. That wasn't about Hawkeye.
Well, you see Hawkeye put in the work. Like, we know what Hawkeye's mission was. Hawkeye was just going revenge. There wasn't really much more to it, except Hawkeye want revenge.
Okay.
How much more could you have pushed on that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as Moon Knight, I'm not surprised by that one either. I think that's good for one season. Then I think you could push him in other projects possibly.
Yeah.
And also depends how we haven't seen how it ends yet. So depending on how it ends, we'll see from there also. But
that's why I'm like confused right now because like I'm.
They got 2 more episodes. I'm sure they'll give you some closure with 2 more episodes, or at least push something else. So
okay. All right. Now we're going back to DC. So HBO Max is developing an Aqualad origin story. You brought me the ocean. Based on You Brought Me the Ocean, Charlize Theron is attached to produce. So HBO Max is developing a series version of You Brought Me the Ocean. It's the YA graphic novel about the origins of DC's Aqualad. Variety has learned from sources. The live-action 1-hour dramedy is based on characters from DC and the graphic novel by Alex Sanchez and Joel Moreau. The series will explore the life of Jackson Jake Hyde, a gay teenager living in New Mexico.
A what?
Huh?
What you say?
Jackson Hyde, a gay teenager.
A gay?
Yeah. Okay. Living in New Mexico. All his life, he has had a strange attraction to the water and yearns to escape his desert surroundings for the ocean. As he explores his abilities, including breathing under and controlling water, he also finds himself falling in love with his classmate, high school swim captain Kenny Lou. That's based on the book, not what the show is, but probably it will take aspects from that. No writer is currently attached to the project. Charlize Theron, AJ Ditz, Beth Cano, and Andrew Hawes of Denver and Delilah Films will executive produce. Warner Brothers Television is the studio. The Jake Hyde version of Aqualad first debuted in 2010 and was created by Brandon Vietti, Greg Wiseman, and Phil Barusa for the animated television series Young Justice. A comic book version of the character simultaneously debuted in Brightest Day #4. Kari Payton voiced the character in Young Justice. He also goes by the name Calderon, and it was later revealed that he is the son of the supervillain Black Manta. Hyde would later go on to become the second Aquaman in the DC canon. A different iteration of the character, Garth, recently appeared on the HBO Max live-action show Titans and is played by Drew Van Acker. So yeah, there's that. You know, Aqualad, he's a cool character in Young Justice, so I fucked with him there. And as far as the gay thing, I mean, that's something that's always been with the character in the comics, so it's not like they're making him gay or changing the character to make him gay. So, hey, diversity, bring out new fan base. I wonder if this actually is going to tie into maybe, is this part of DCEU? Because, you know, that's the thing right there. Will it be, because, you know, they might have it in Aquaman Part 2, like maybe feature his character, have his character in a minor role that sets up for that series, or it could be a show outside of it. So, who knows? Charlize Theron, it's interesting seeing her name attached to it. So, I wonder how she'll do. But yeah, I mean, hey, until I know more about it, and you know, we'll see. But
yeah, I'm pretty much the same. But I have really no comment. I mean, it's like, I mean, I guess for people that like Aqualad or Aquaman, I guess that's cool, good content for y'all coming out to HBO Max. I mean, for me, I don't really, it doesn't move the needle for me. But you know, that's dope.
Yeah. So I mean, anything. I mean, it's HBO Max. So I don't really care. It's not. Now, if this was like a movie, we're going to theaters, I would be pissed because I'd be like, oh, we ain't had no Green Lantern, we ain't had no Superman, we ain't had no all this, all this shit. But, you know, HBO Max, honestly, they can do whatever with Warner Brother properties at this point. So, in other news, Wonder Twins. That's another one. Wonder Twins HBO Max movie recently got casted its actors and actresses to play the twins. KJ Apa and Isabel May. Yeah, they've nabbed the alien sibling lead roles in the Wonder Twins, a live-action DC comedy for HBO Max. Apa will play Zan, and May will portray Jaina. While the plotline is under wraps, Jaina is known for her talent of transforming into an animal, while Zan is a shapeshifter of sorts. The characters made their debut on the all-new Super Friends Hour from Hanna-Barbera and then appeared in the world's greatest Super Friends, and Super Friends, the legendary Superpowers show. So yeah, their histories, Zan and Jaina, are from the planet Etzor and were being informally trained by DC superheroes in a 1977 Super Friends comic book from E. Nelson Bridwell and artist Ramona Fredron. It's further detailed that the twins were orphaned during a plague and adopted by the alien Etzorians. Along the way, they're given Gleek as a pet. After learning that villain Gratz is set to destroy Earth, they travel there to warn the Justice League. They ultimately blend into life on Earth as Swedish exchange students. Attending Gotham City High School, the Wonder Twins made cameos in other parts of the DC Universe over the years, including TV shows Smallville, Teen Titans Go, and The Flash. Black Adam and Rampage co-writer Adam Skitstill is making his directorial debut on the popular DC Comics IP off a script he wrote, and production is set to begin this summer in Atlanta. So I'm not a fan of this casting in particular because when I see the Wonder Twins, they look like they might be Asian. You know, they just, I don't know. I feel like their characters were always like Asian descent or something like that, around that. And also like KJ Apa, you know, Archie from Riverdale. I feel like he could have played anything else in DC. Like, I feel like there was better for him if he wanted to play, in a superhero character or something. You know?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, you read, I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. I mean, it's probably for one of you guys or somebody out there. It's for y'all. I mean, I hope y'all enjoy it. It ain't for me though, so I'm like,
yeah. I mean, I've never like been a big fan of the Wonder Twins either. I did, like, the only time I remember watching them was that Teen Titans Go, which it was a hilarious episode. If you haven't seen it,
I'll be like, oh, Wonder Twins.
Yeah,
I'll be keep scrolling with also.
I mean, it doesn't move the needle for me, but hey, at the end of the day, it's like I guess they're trying to make all these projects, kind of giving fans, I guess, every fan something, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're doing. Yeah, pretty much. They're trying to give. I mean, they get out new characters stuff like that. So I guess you gotta appreciate that. But it's like, the problem is that
we ain't established the main ones
that people want to see. They haven't gave you those characters yet. So I think that's the problem that they have right now. But you know, I mean, that's good for people that like the Wonder Twins. I mean, if you like them, I'm happy for y'all to get a show about them.
Yeah,
live action show. So it's pretty dope.
Yep. And
you know, at least the budget will be better. I bet she'll turn to more animals than Beast Boy and Teen Titans.
You mean Titans?
Oh yeah, Titans. I bet she'll turn to more animals than Beast Boy did.
Yeah, Titans was such a disappointment. But hey, I'll save that for another video. But hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what the hell it looks like in the future. Maybe they'll drop a trailer. We'll probably do a trailer reaction in it for 2 years from now or whatever. Lastly, when it comes to DC, Blue Beetle cast Susan Sarandon as the lead villain Victoria Cord. Sarandon beat out Sharon Stone, who was previously in talks for the role. The actress will be sharing the screen with Cobra Kai Zolo Maraduena, who plays Jaime Reyes, the Blue Beetle, while Sarandon serves as a primary villain to the titular hero Raul Mats Trujillo. Will be playing a secondary villain, Carapace, the Indestructible Man. Details remain scarce about their involvement, but expect them to have vital connections with each other. The latest additions to the cast join a stacked Latin-led ensemble, including Harvey Guillén, Belissa Escobedo, and Brazilian star Bruna Marquezine. Victoria Cord will be an original character created for the film, but her last name certainly rings a bell. Those familiar with the source material know that the man who donned the alien suit before Jaime Reyes was Ted Cord, a genius scientist and occasional member of the Justice League. It is unclear if the film will be including Ted or gender swapping him for Victoria, but the inclusion of a Cord should not be ignored. In the comics, Carapace the Indestructible Man uses indestructible technology invented by Jarvis Cord and his nephew Ted. An official synopsis is not available, but we can expect the film to follow teenage superhero Jaime Reyes, a Mexican-American living in El Paso that discovers an alien scarab called Blue Beetle. The extraterrestrial attaches to his spine, granting him armor and increased speed and strength, plus the ability to create weapons and shields on the fly. Not unlike Green Lantern. So yeah, Angel Manuel Soto directing. Charm City Kings. I heard George Lopez is actually playing his uncle, I believe, in the movie too. So there's that. I'm actually really excited for Blue Beetle. Low key, I think it's gonna be solid. I like Blue Beetle as a character from Young Justice, and just when I played the Injustice video games, I thought he was pretty cool. And Zolo Maraduena, from Cobra Kai, I think he's a really good choice to play the character. As far as what they're doing with Susan Sarandon, because she's a great actress, but I don't know how I feel about them potentially switching up Ted Cord and making it Victoria Cord. My theory is that because Ted Cord, I'm pretty sure, and through the comments, and I'm pretty sure it changes, but pretty sure in the comments, he was in a lab accident that he ended up dying from, and that's the Blue Beetle attached itself to Jaime after. What if in the movie they're making it where Victoria is this business? I don't know, like it's kind of like they're both doctors or they're both business people, and Victoria, I don't know, is trying to do some shady shit with the Blue Beetle technology while her husband is against it, and that's she sets a fire, causes an accident that ends up killing her husband, trying to get the Blue Beetle scarab, and then it ends up going to Jaime Reyes, but yet she still wants it. That actually kind of makes sense. Thinking from that.
Yeah, I mean that does make sense. You ain't lying there.
So, but hey, I'm here for it. The movie takes place in El Paso. El Paso is where we grew up in as children for a brief period of time. So, I'm here for that as well. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I think that's one I'm actually really excited for from DC that I can watch and hear about and not be too upset that, man, they're picking this over Superman, they're picking this over Green Lantern. Nah, Billy Beetle's tight. I'm okay with it.
I'm happy for people of Hispanic culture to get a character that's theirs and that they can claim and have on the screen. I'm glad you're excited for it. Me, I'm good. I'm gonna keep moving, but overall, that's dope though. I'm not knocking it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I ain't knocking it.
Okay. All right, moving on. We're going into Star Wars now. Star Wars territory. So, there's a new Obi-Wan Kenobi rumor reveals new details on a brutal Inquisitor, also known as Reva, the third sister, will play a significant role in the series story. According to MakingStarWars.net, Moses Ingram's Inquisitor Reva, also known as the third sister, will be more than just a brutal antagonist. The insider notes that there is both humanity and rage behind her motivations, which will factor into Obi-Wan Kenobi's endgame. Reva is reportedly not an inconsequential villain, and her arc will have ramifications on the story. The show will seemingly explore elements of her tragic past, revealing how she was taken from her family and trained as a warrior for the Jedi. Following the events of Order 66, Reva is then presented with an option to die or work for the Empire as part of the Inquisitorius. Making Star Wars also notes that while Obi-Wan and Reva fight for different sides of the Force, the self-exiled Jedi Master understands her perspective. He does not condone her actions, but he's able to empathize with how she's been treated, not only by the Jedi, but by the evil Grand Inquisitor. While the third sister is an entirely new character that Obi-Wan is introducing into the sprawling Star Wars canon, the show reportedly won't stop there. Rumors have swirled for some time that the series is set to debut an all-new Jedi named Navi, who is reportedly searching for the titular Jedi Master. The character has yet to feature in any promotional material for the show, but more information on their role will likely be revealed closer to the show's premiere. So yeah, there's that.
There's a lot in there.
See, when I hear this, I like that she has backstory. So she had a life before she was Inquisitor. Jedi, kind of similar to Trilla, from Jedi Fallen Order. The main Inquisitor on that game was a former Jedi who was captured. However, there was this part of this story where I'm like, oh, here it is. When also notes that while Obi-Wan and Reva fight for different sides of the Force, he does not condone her actions, but he's able to empathize with how she's been treated not only by the Jedi, but by the evil Grand Inquisitor. See, when I see that, a part of me starts to think, damn, are they gonna make her want to have one of those redemption arcs? You know. And I'm kind of tired.
It wasn't like she was forced to go to the dark side. She was either chosen that or die. So it wasn't like she was forced.
Well, yeah, but it's like
she wasn't like Kylo Ren just chose it.
Yeah, but it's like, damn, nigga, we about to get this for the third fucking time where someone who looks badass, is fights badass, cool, you know, dark side of the Force user ends up going to the light side.
Doesn't mean she don't come to the light.
We don't. I mean, I didn't say she was. I just said reading that part makes me think that is an option that they might go down.
See, read that again. Wait to that little section. I thought something differently when I heard it.
Let me see. Making Star Wars also notes that while Obi-Wan and Reva fight for different sides of the Force, the self-exiled Jedi Master understands her perspective. He does not condone her actions, but he's able to empathize with how she's been treated not only by the Jedi, but by the evil Grand Inquisitor. Okay,
I like that. I think that actually might be okay. I think to me, it's what I think. You can disagree or not.
Mm-hmm.
I look at that as like Obi-Wan, like being able to look back on his own time as a Jedi Master with Anakin and the flaws that the Jedi did have. Like making you not have love, or making you not have detach yourself from everything that you love or care about.
Mm-hmm.
So I think not just that specifically, but like I think maybe Obi-Wan's looking at like, hey, even though I fought for the Jedi, for the Republic and for the Jedi, we did do some things wrong.
So hold up,
so I think it's more of him being able to sympathize with her on that point because of now what he's been through with Anakin to this point.
So hold up.
So I think that's why the connection might be there. I don't think that I don't know if that means she's turning good. I just say like I think he'll be able to understand. Like I think it'll be more self-reflection on him as a whole. You know?
Okay, I gotta call you out on this though, because we talk about this all the time with Mace Windu. And I say, hey man, anime series Mace Windu.
I had a problem with how he handled Ahsoka. If that's what you're going to,
bruh.
Ahsoka said she didn't want to be no Jedi.
Bruh.
Stay out of Jedi business.
The only reason why she didn't want to be a Jedi because she couldn't trust is after they literally threw her under the bus.
Okay then, so no more Jedi business.
The problem I have with this is like you're like I understand her. You know the Jedi have all these views and all that.
I'm not saying the Jedi make mistakes, but
Negro, what?
The Jedi make mistakes. Jedi made mistakes too. I can admit that.
So you admit that finally.
Jedi did make mistakes. We all know the Jedi made mistakes. How they handle certain things.
Yes, including the Ahsoka thing.
No, I thought Mace Windu was perfectly in his right mind to be able to say, "You don't want to be a Jedi."
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about before that.
Was what?
When they had that trial and they gave her over.
I mean, it was a Jedi who ended up doing the killing anyway.
Huh?
It was a Jedi who killed that.
Yeah, but it wasn't Ahsoka.
It wasn't Ahsoka, no, but she had to go through the trial. But
they said she couldn't even be put on trial until she got kicked out the order. The order kicked her out so she could be put on trial.
Yeah,
that's a problem, nigga.
A Jedi Master was killed.
Negro, motherfucker.
But that's what I was saying. That's the main point. I think that could work in the story. I'm also hearing that she might be a character that gets a lot of screen time, like a main portion of the show. I know there's a lot of people that have mixed feelings about that because Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Grow the fuck up.
I understand that some people might think this might be some extra stuff. I don't think it's gonna be like
woke shit.
I don't think it's gonna be like that. I think honestly,
it's not.
I think they're trying to show because Obi-Wan has. I think this gives Obi-Wan a moment to also have some like growth and reflection, a moment to try and make a change for where he fucked up. Mm-hmm. I know we get to Luke Skywalker, of course, but I think it's like a moment for that. You know, I might give Obi-Wan a chance to redeem himself. But also, I think having her, it kind of gives you that middle ground between the Inquisitors and everything else going on. You know what I mean? Because I know we're gonna see Vader eventually, but the question is, how much Vader do we get?
You know what's crazy though? Because you have her, you have I can't name these Inquisitors by name.
Fifth brother.
You have the fifth brother. You have the Grand Inquisitor. Yeah, there you go. You have them, Darth Vader. It's like, damn, and you only got 6 episodes to do all this shit. So I wonder how they're gonna do it. But you know, I
don't think Vader's getting that much screen time.
I don't think he will either.
Like, I don't think Vader's getting that much screen time.
At most 5 fucking minutes.
Well, I know he's got that fight scene with Obi-Wan. That'll probably be the only time we'll probably get like small things, and then we'll get the fight scene. But I think that might be okay. I think that might work.
And let's talk about another potential character. Although judging by this quote by him, he won't be in it. But Liam Neeson, he actually talked about being in Obi-Wan, and he said, I would return to the role of Qui-Gon, but only in movies. Like,
he ain't gonna be
I don't want to be in TVs. Apparently, he's not a fan of TV series.
I guess we won't be back then.
Hey, Then I guess make Obi-Wan a movie.
No, we won't.
No, I'm kidding.
Fuck
But no, I actually do wish Liam Neeson would come back for the show, and maybe he is. Maybe he did that because he knows, like he is in the show. He's just like hiding.
I don't know, bro. Liam Neeson puts out them trash ass movies. They still go to theaters.
That is true. But hey, bro, I'm telling you, like, what if he's hiding it? Like, what if he said that just to be like, hey, just so nobody knows that I'm.
It'd be pretty cool to see him. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be cool.
But like, think about it. In the way Episode 3 ended, you would think that would be tied into Obi-Wan. Like,
yeah, he's gonna Yoda's gonna teach him.
Yeah, he's like
teach him the ways.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it'd be cool if he did it. But if they don't have him, I think you can still have him talking to Qui-Gon. You just have like to do like they did in Last Jedi. Remember, Liam Neeson talking in Last Jedi a little bit.
Was it Liam Neeson?
I mean, it was everybody. Samuel Jackson, all them characters. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe it was even. I don't know for sure. It's not like Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I'm not saying Liam Neeson needs to be in the show, but yeah, if his voice is in it, I want to hear Liam Neeson talking to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm not against that. Yeah. I think maybe he could be in it. You know, he could be trying to throw us off. You never know. I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. But as far as the other character coming over being a Jedi too, that's kind of interesting. I mean, I don't know, man. This show honestly is a lot. I think honestly, guys, everybody's needs to calm down. Let's watch the show and then we go from there. Like, I think people over here going crazy, getting mad, upset, thinking this and that. I think we just need to watch the show, calm down. Let's watch the show, see what it's about, and go from there. We're gonna get 2 episodes right away, so we'll kind of have an idea with first 2 episodes out. So I think that's a good way to take it.
Yeah. All right. Lastly, here's somebody. Okay. All right. Lastly, let's go over some casting news. So, Brie Larson cast in Fast and Furious 10, which a new title for it is Fast X.
Fast and Furious fans, stand up. We here. We here, guys. Fast X sounds dope. Brie Larson, Jason Momoa. We here. I'll be there day one. I know y'all will too. Day one, we there.
See, he does. You're acting like this just to troll me because you know how much I hate that.
No, I like that movie. I like the Fast and Furious. I literally told you I was like, bro, I want them to do the trailer premiere like they did for Fast 9. That big ass concert and everything. That shit was tight. I was locked in.
These movies need to fucking end.
But he'll be there to go watch it. Don't worry.
No, I am sending you to watch it.
Okay, that means I want to see you do it. Okay. All right then. They don't get you. You're literally just a hater, bro. He's a hater.
I will do the trailer reaction, and that is all. He's
a hater, bro. You're just a hater. You're gonna see the movie. I don't want you like you're gonna see it.
No, I am not. Next up, Jason Momoa cast in Minecraft.
Yeah, he's in Fast and Furious.
Yeah, starring.
He's the villain of Fast and
You
Furious.
just had to bring that up. He's in talks to join.
Oh, we didn't get Fast and Furious on time of day.
What are you talking about?
Fast and Furious, we gotta give a couple more minutes, but I was about to say something.
Fine, go ahead. Add on to your more Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, I'm curious what we're gonna see, guys. Do you guys think Charlize Theron's coming back and be one of the villains? I wonder if Jason Momoa is the main villain, or like we have like the dude from Hobbs and Shaw, like our big like Thanos type of villain. I'm curious, but I can't wait for this movie. Man, I'm excited. I love the Fast and Furious franchise. Johnny loves it too. He just over here talking.
No, I do not.
He likes to be the opposite.
I love the franchise up until about the 5th movie. 6th movie was tolerable. 7th movie, I gave it respect because it was Paul Walker's last movie, and I thought it was a good ending right then and there. And then everything else,
you like Hobbs and Shaw,
huh?
You like Hobbs and Shaw
spin-off. It's its own thing.
Fast and Furious ain't bad, and neither is Fast 9. You hater.
Okay.
But I was saying though, yeah, this is gonna be dope as hell. Can't wait for. I'm excited. Fast X. That trailer premiere is gonna be dope. When I see the trailer, it's gonna be dope. Go ahead though. Cause anybody go Minecraft.
All right, yeah. Jason Momoa starring in Minecraft. I didn't even know they were making a Minecraft movie. I don't even know much about the Minecraft game, so I can't really tell you.
It's very popular. I just don't play it, but I heard it's very popular. I know a lot of people play it.
But hey.
They might do. I mean,
Sean Levy is in talks to direct. Sean Levy, Rob McElhenney, and Peter Sollett are in talks to direct.
I may make it cool. I mean,
if they go with any director, I think they gotta go with Sean Levy just because of how he did Free Guy. So I think that would be a good choice.
I think it could be cool. It depends. Like I remember that movie, World of Warcraft. That was pretty cool. I like that movie. I mean, it got flaws in it, but I actually enjoyed the movie for what it was.
Yeah.
Paul Pan didn't look like much like an ogre, but
it's like that movie was ass. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's
all right. It's not the greatest one. It's all right.
Yeah,
I watched it on DVD, so
I know Dad bought it.
I didn't see it. I didn't see the movie theater nothing like that, so yeah, I didn't have to spend the money for it. So it's okay though.
It's low key kind of like a guilty pleasure. Or something.
It's okay. Yeah, so I think if they chose to do that and go that route, If they do something like that, I think that could be actually cool.
That's actually one of the movies that Dad bought on DVD where I wasn't disappointed. I'm like, you actually bought this? Now he bought Assassin's Creed, and to this day, if I could burn it, I would.
That movie's ass.
That movie is. I watch my World of Warcraft 100 times before I watch that Assassin's Creed movie.
You watch Fast 9 over there?
Oh, what?
Assassin's Creed.
Oh, hell yes. Okay. Yeah, we can.
100 times?
Yes, we can agree on that. Yes.
All right.
All right.
Test them, see.
One of my favorite news: Walker Scobell is cast as Percy Jackson in new Disney Plus. Percy Jackson in the Olympian series. I cannot wait. I'm a huge fan of the books. I read that throughout. When did I start reading that? 4th grade. Yeah, 4th grade all the way to 8th grade. Probably high school, freshman, sophomore year of high school. Read those books, loved them. I was disappointed how they made them in the first movie, but because I always tell myself, and I always tell people this, is like Percy Jackson has the potential to be up there.
Say Harry Potter.
Yes.
No, it does not.
Yes, nigga.
Stop.
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
Stop.
Just stop.
That shit's not Harry Potter, bro.
Yes. No. It has potential to be up there and better than Harry Potter.
You are fucking capping,
I'm
bro.
not capping.
I'm dead. Not better than Harry Potter,
I am
bro.
dead ass.
Harry Potter's legendary, bro.
See me? No cap, nigga. No cap. Harry
Potter. You can't have shit on the level of Harry Potter.
Well, yeah, of course I can't say that right now because I've seen.
Not even book-wise.
Book-wise? What?
This is the level of Harry Potter, bro. Harry Potter got stories within stories, bro.
And Percy Jackson don't?
Not like Harry Potter.
Boys.
No, it's still the same. I bet Percy Jackson didn't touch Harry Potter when it comes to sales. Who do you think has more book sales?
Well, of course Harry Potter got more now because because it has the movie franchise.
Yeah, before the movie franchise was doing more better books. The books were more popular back then before the movies.
Javante, I'm gonna need you to stop capping here.
Bro, y'all tell us below in the comments.
How about you?
Harry Potter, Percy Jackson.
Okay, how about you give some respect to Percy Jackson? You ain't never read.
I'm not saying.
See, and I think what you going off of because you thinking, oh, them books are just like the movie
I'm not
that
saying
I just
that.
saw.
I'm not saying that.
If you read the books before you watched those movies,
I'm not saying about the book. What I'm saying is though, Harry Potter's on a different level when it comes to books and movies. Like, it's on a different level.
Then it has the potential to be as great or close to as great as Harry Potter. Then
no, I make reach Chronicles of Narnia. That's what you're talking about.
Fuck no, that shit trumps it easily.
It really.
Yes, you must have not read the book. Hey, I'm gonna order you the whole book. I'm gonna order you that.
I just thought it was disrespectful because you went right to Harry Potter. Like this could be better than Harry Potter.
I'm gonna order you the first 6 books at least.
No, my problem was this. You just said you went in there right away and said this could be better than Harry Potter.
Yes,
that's the problem.
Yes, nigga. There's a lot of people who think that.
That shit's not better than Harry Potter.
Yes, it has the potential to be better than Harry Potter easily.
You capping.
Yes.
Yeah, you tripping.
Yes.
But go ahead, keep going.
But yeah, I approve the casting choice. He's young, which is great because Percy Jackson I think was 12 in the first book, so start him out early. And the person that plays him, I really liked him in the Adam Project on Netflix. I thought he played a very great version of Ryan Reynolds.
Very energized kid, had a lot of energy.
Yeah, charisma to him.
Smart. A little quick with the jokes, kind of like Ryan Reynolds is. So he did a great job. So yeah, I'll be excited to see that.
Yeah.
See what he does.
And I'm excited to see the rest of the casting. I know people have actually been clamoring for Logan Lerman, the guy who played Percy Jackson in the old movies, to play his father Poseidon in these movies because I think the actor is close to 40 or at least 30s, mid 30s at least. I'm here for it if they do that. That would be kind of fun to see.
I just kind of at least say it might be better than Harry Potter.
Yes.
Harry Potter's like on a different. When it comes to like Harry Potter, that's a different level for Harry Potter.
Let me ask you this:
it's like Star Wars.
Hold on. Have you ever read the books?
Percy Jackson?
No, I'm talking about Harry Potter.
I read the books of Harry Potter.
You read all the books?
I read most of the books.
How many?
Books. About the first 4.
I feel like you capping. Right
I really am.
I feel like you capping.
Read the first 4.
I feel like you capping.
Read the first 4. It was like the only thing that was cool to read as a kid. You actually could read. That was cool. I read 5 law books.
And Percy Jackson wasn't?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying though, Harry Potter it was Harry Potter. Like it was Harry Potter. It was just that book was just already known once you got to like, oh, Harry Potter. It had a certain level of like, you know what I mean, with it.
Mm-hmm. But either way, I'm glad it's a series too because that way they're able to
explore really dive in.
Exactly, and have so many things that the book take so many things away from the book. So I'm excited for it. Yeah, I'm gonna order you that Percy Jackson series so you can read it.
Oh man, I'm just telling you, I'm not saying Percy Jackson can't be. I'm just saying like the fact you said It's Harry. It's better than Harry
Javante,
Potter.
it's not just me that says this. There's a lot of people who agree with me.
Y'all wildin', bro.
I'm dead ass.
Oh, wow. I ain't never seen Percy Jackson kind of love that Harry Potter gets.
Because we don't have good movies.
Even the books, though.
What you talking about?
Like, you see people like do like the media. Well, I guess the movies are all.
You can't compare Harry Potter and Percy Jackson nowadays because guess what? People will say, "Oh well, we have the Harry Potter movies. They were great." Some people are biased because they have the movies. They had the movies to go with the books. That made an ultimate pairing.
You have movies. You got movies.
Name books that have a book series that has translated to a movie series that actually was amazing. It's rare.
Game of Thrones.
It was good up until season 8.
That shit was great. A lot of people love that shit.
It was great up until season 8. But still.
No, I get what you're saying. I guess that's true. The movies do help out a lot. I'm just saying, I remember Harry Potter as a kid. Harry Potter was a shit coming up as a kid, so.
And Percy Jackson was for me too.
Harry Potter.
I'm trying to think. Damn, was our 2-year gap that big where you don't even know about Percy Jackson and I do?
That shit wasn't Harry Potter to me, bro.
Oh man, you tripping?
That shit wasn't Gregor or what the fuck, Narnia, or Harry Potter, bro.
Oh, you mean Gregor and the Half-Blood?
Yeah, I love them. That Gregor shit was tight. That shit was. I read the books too. Why make that in a movie?
So you think that's a lit, but Percy Jackson? Okay, all right, okay.
I love reading those books. That's one of the rare books I actually read for class.
Congratulations, sir. You are capping.
That's actually one of the rare books I read for class all the time. I used to read my book all the time in class.
Okay.
And the stories are pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
Rats with swords and shit. You'd be tight. All kind of shit going on.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, that is it for our CBM talk. Let us know your thoughts down below on some of the topics that we covered. We would love to hear them.
Got a book conversation.
Yeah, we would love. Yeah, hey, we should start our own book club. Fuck it, I'm here for it. But yeah, let us know your thoughts down below. We would love to hear your opinions and see them as well. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed this CBM talk. Be sure to tune in for more. If you have any future, like any topics or debates that you want us to cover on any of our CBM talks, or maybe we can do a separate video on some of those topics as well, let us know down below in the comment section. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed this video. I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante. I got a couple things to say quick. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Guys, let us know what you think about Harry Potter or Percy Jackson, which one you guys prefer. And also, let me know what y'all think about Fast X coming out, what y'all think. Fast 10, Fast X, however you want to say it. Mm-hmm. And to my Star Wars people out there, especially the people that we do the fan films, reactions, the one that make the fan films, we appreciate the support and the love and and like the comments and stuff like that. I'm just curious, guys, when y'all gonna make that Kit Fisto fan film? I'm just waiting for it.
Okay, guys.
And that's all I gotta say.
All right, we don't end it here now because you over here making crazy demands. But yeah,
you have to put it out there.
I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante.
And this is Dre and Jay.
Deuces.
Deuces.